Hi there guys, it's Carrie from Carrie's Designs, and I wanted to show you what I did today. I had been wanting to do the SheArt project, a mixed media project, and I actually went ahead and completed one today. I actually started working on it last night. I painted the paper and then I did everything else today, and it was just, oh my gosh, it was so much fun to do, and I had so much fun doing her. So I will show you basically what I did, everything I used, and then I'll show you a little bit more in depth of her. The first thing I used is because I didn't have a canvas, didn't feel like going out and getting one, and I wanted to practice. So I had gotten this extra large mixed media Canson paper a while back, and I thought I'm just gonna try this. So it's for acrylic, watercolor, pen, and pencil. So it's 98 pounds of, it's thicker paper, so it's got a nice weight to it. So that's the first thing I did, and I took it out of the book, and what I painted the paper with, because I knew some of the medium I wanted to use would require me to use gesso. So I painted it first with the Claudine Helmuth, the gesso, and that gives it a little bit more of a tooth for the paint to grab a hold of, so it doesn't go through your paper or anything. So I used that, and I actually didn't use a whole heck of a lot of this. This was the first time I opened it, so I didn't use a lot of that, but I have a feeling I'm going to buy more and more of that. And so I painted that, waited for it to dry, and then I sprayed it with these various glimmer mists just to give it some texture. And you could have used acrylic paint, or you could use spray. I happen to wanted to use spray, and these are just some of the colors. I'm not going to tell you all the colors, but this was my color palette that I used for this little thing, because I like these colors a lot. So that's what I used. And you can use any colors and anything you want to use. Then I started really having fun. The spraying was really fun to do, but then I started really having fun. I laid the big craft mat out, and my fingers just got so dirty. I had used also these these are folk art, and these are the colors I used. So they went in combination, kind of, except I forgot a purple, which I added a little later. They went in combination with the sprays I used. So I went ahead and took out, just put the paint on my craft mat, and then I proceeded to put in color and just all kinds of texture with this thing. So I did a lot of stamping on this, and right here, if you can see that, this texture right back here, I actually used this, and this is a, I believe it's the Crafter's Workshop. It's a 6x6, and it's a chicken wire. I used this with this modeling paste, and I put some of this on my craft mat, and then mixed it up with the color I wanted, and I laid my little chicken wire down on it, and got, I just used a card, and a plastic card, and, put it on there, and wiped off as much, and just took that off, and that's the result I got. I got this little chicken wire thing on here. Did it wrong up here at first, but I didn't care because you really can't tell. This is a Tim Holtz stamp, and I actually stamped it with my paint. And it is that stamp right there. I just cleaned them off with, warm water. But that's a stamp right there with paint. And there's some more chicken wire. And I actually forgot to use this stuff. I forgot I had it. Or else I would have used it. So, forgot I had that. But I had seen other ladies, they just took their sponges, their household sponges, and had used those too on some of this stuff. I also used bubble wrap, and you can see where I painted it. I painted it on, and then I just painted it, and then I just stuck it to here and pulled it off. So I did that in several places, and that worked really, really well. And then I had to find the little girl. So I just did a Google search of, you know, some images of SheArt, and I took kind of like the ones I wanted, and from there I had another piece of this paper, and I had just sewed it. So it took me a couple of times to figure out how to do the hair and the face, and I just colored it actually with these, and these are the Faber-Castell, the 12 gel sticks, and I had just gotten these in from Amazon, and these are the gel sticks right here, and these are so much fun to use. They are really, really easy to paint with. I'm trying to put them all so they all go the same way. What you do is you take, it comes with a little paintbrush, but I use my own. You take water and you can put it on your craft mat, or you can put it on your paper, and you'll color the paper, and then you take your paintbrush with water and wet it down, and it makes these wonderful watercolors. And I am not a painter, don't claim to be one, and I cannot draw at all to save my life, but I did this, and I'm very, very excited about this. For her face, I just took the white first, and then I did the peachy pink color, the face color, and I wanted her to have some little rosy cheeks, kind of. So I took the red and the white and mixed them on my craft mat, and I did her little cheeks, and her hair was a mix of the yellow, the brown, and white, and then I outlined it with the, I've got this one, this Lestat fine liner, and I used the heck out of this thing. And so I love the way it turned out. And then I did a bunch of rub-ons on this as well. There are tons and tons of rub-ons. There's tons of other stamps. This is Stamper's Best. Trying to find some. This is one I had done, and I just went over it again. I put some doilies on here. There's doilies on alternating corners, and there's a little rub-on and a stamp, and so much. Another stamp I love. Here's a rub-on. And what I like about this is even if you make a mistake, you can't tell. You just incorporate it. And like I said, but my biggest fear was this part right here, the face. And I can't wait to do more of these. I'm definitely doing more. And then the papers I used were from two different lines. They are Sassafras Lass, and it's Indie Girl, and I actually used that one. And it's Sassafras as well, and it's Mix and Mend, and it was just a, if I can find it, it was just this part. So that's the part I used for her upper part. I put a little rub on here with some, then I put some gems here. I did stamp some words on her bodice. I used a little bit of lace here and a little bit of lace here, and here's some more rub-ons and her little legs. And it's just, it came, and this one says she loved the everyday. So I am very excited that this came out so well. It came out the way it did, and it came out so, so well. So that's all I wanted to tell you guys, and I hope you guys like it and you enjoy it, and leave me a comment and let me know how you guys like it. And I guess that's all I have for right now. Alright, I will talk to you later, and happy scrapping. Bye-bye.